Let me ask you a question. Who would have believed that a TV series about a superhero teddy bear who has a spotted alien for a sidekick and whose arch nemesis is a cowboy who has an overweight idiot and a camp skeleton as his henchman possibly be a good series? Well, I don't know who they were, but all I can say is they did a great job, because this was a pretty good show. And of course we are talking about the greatness that is Superted.
Now many people are going to think this show sounds just stupid, but think about it. Every kid had a teddy bear when they were kids. Now imagine that teddy bear had superpowers and was flying around righting wrongs. It would be awesome, but then why imagine it when you could watch it? This is thanks to Mike Young, a TV producer who used to tell his stepson stories about a superhero teddy bear. He was then approached by S4C, a Welsh broadcasting company who suggested taking this idea and making it into a TV series for kids. And that was that. But what was it about this show that makes it popular? It doesn't have any action-packed nail-biting adventure like shows such as Transformers and Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. But it doesn't need that. It's an innocent show that never tried to compete with anybody and existed only for the purpose of entertaining children.
And today, I'm going to pay tribute to this classic series. So let's begin.
Now each episode begins with an introduction to the character Superted, who was brought to life by the use of cosmic dust supplied by his future sidekick Spotty Man. He was then taken to Mother Nature, who gave him special powers.
That bear became Superted.
You get the idea.
Superted has a secret magic word which he utters to become powerful. There is an interesting plot behind this in one episode, which I'll explain a bit later. Superted is interesting because unlike most superheroes, he has no secret identity and never hides his abilities, so pretty much everybody knows who Superted is. Well, except maybe a few people.
Gee, saved by a teddy bear!
Yeah, I was saved by a teddy bear! I swear I'm never gonna tell anyone.
Superted's friend Spotty is a rather clumsy character. He has spots, as his name implies, and he has a major dislike for stripes. Oh, and don't ask about the Mohican. I don't know where that came from.
You know what's interesting about Spotty? He's voiced by Jon Pertwee, or the Third Doctor. That's pretty cool.
But this is an interesting connection, because the narrator is voiced by Peter Hawkins, who along with Thunderbirds veteran David Graham were the original voices for the Daleks.
Wow. Superted was narrated by a Dalek.
This is a story about an ordinary teddy bear. When he was made, they found something wrong with him and threw him away like a piece of rubbish into an old dark storeroom. Then from outer space, a spotty man brought him to life with his cosmic dust. They took him to a magic cloud where Mother Nature gave him special powers. That bear became Superted! Superted!
Stop! That's freaking me out! Enough!
Now what kind of villains does Superted have to face? Well, his arch nemesis is Texas Pete, a cowboy who has the kind of ambitions cowboys commonly have, like stealing bird eggs, killing blue whales, taking control of the entire universe.
Jesus. I know cowboy stories have become a little stale over the years, but wow.
Tex has two sidekicks. One, an idiot called Bulk, who actually looks like Tintin if Tintin hit hard times. Tex's other sidekick is Skeleton, who, as the name implies, is a skeleton. Why isn't he dead? I don't know. Why is he wearing pink slippers? I don't know. Why would a cowboy have a skeleton in his posse? I don't know! Skeleton is a coward who often loses his bones to seagulls and dogs. He and Bulk get on okay, and they're pretty good friends. Please note that Bulk and Skeleton are not to be confused with Bulk and Skull from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I know that they have similarities, but what the hell, live with it. As you've probably guessed, this is the concept behind the series. Tex and his sidekicks tried to steal something or whatever, and Superted and Spotty arrived to stop him and save the day. You might think this is kind of hokey, but remember, this cartoon is for little kids, And each episode is only about 7 minutes long anyway, which is enough to fit all this in without being boring.
There are only a few episodes of Superted made, but I'm going to talk about my favourite one. Superted and the Magic Word.
The episode begins in New York City. Bulk and Skeleton are climbing the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, please, let's go back.
No. Tex said I had to throw you off first.
Hey, you can't do that! Skeleton's the most popular villain!
Naturally, Skeleton doesn't fall all the way and quickly becomes the victim for Superted to rescue. Meanwhile, Spotty argues with Superted that he should know the magic word as well.
Well, if there were two of us who knew it, well, then we could help people much more easily.
No,
Well, why not?
because it's a secret.
They soon find out about Skeleton's predicament and depart to rescue him. While they're gone, Texas Pete sneaks into the treehouse and bugs it with microphones. After Skeleton is rescued, Tex takes him out to sea and throws him into the ocean. Meanwhile, Bulk is listening to Superted and Spotty's conversations via the microphones.
Doesn't do anything unless Tex tells him to. He's too stupid.
Eh?
Yes, that's true.
What?
When Superted hears about Skeleton, he prepares to depart.
I'll just say my secret magic word.
No, Superted, don't do it! That fat kid is listening to you!
Yeah? I heard it! I heard it! Yeah, what was it again?
You've forgotten it already? Are you serious? That's the equivalent of watching a sitcom, laughing, and then suddenly forgetting what you were laughing about. I mean... Actually, no. This'll be interesting because I've always wanted to know what Superted's magic word is, and then I'll have superpowers. So come on, Bulk, remember the password!
Sarsaparilla? Abracadabra?
Damn you, Bulk, remember the word!
I've got it.
Great, here we go!
I think I'll say my magic word, Spotty. Dun, dun, dun.
What? Duh. That's it. That's the magic word. Oh well. At least I know what the magic word is now. It's time to turn into SuperRetro. Okay, Spotty, I must say my magic word. Da-da-da! Anyway.
Eventually, Superted and Spotty catch on to Tex's plan and go after Bulk. Sadly, however, Tex has found him first, but he quickly learns that you can't treat someone with superpowers as an inferior.
Yeah, right on, Bulk. You tear that cowboy a new one.
Later though, Tex and Bulk speak again, and Tex tries once more to get the magic word out of Bulk, but to no prevail.
No use, Tex. I've forgotten. You brainless idiot.
Tex, don't hit him. You'll be sorry. Duh. I did warn you.
Well, the cartoon wraps up pretty much the way you'd expect. Bulk loses his superpowers, and he, Skeleton, and Tex remain none the wiser.
Well, there you have it. That's only one of the great adventures of Superted. I would show you more, but why do that when you can see them for yourselves? Seriously though, Superted is a great show. It's a show I've watched since I was about 6 years old. And 13 years on, I still love the show. And I still watch the show. But now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to watch some more.